Okay, great. So we are going to have our blocks within reaching distance, and we're going to come down to our backs to start with our centering. And just using anything you need to get comfortable, whether it's a bolster or pillow underneath your knees, a blanket if you want to feel cozy, or eye pillows, whatever feels best for you. When we're ready, just getting out any last little wiggles or adjustments that we need to. Let's take a nice, slow, long inhale in. Nice, slow, long exhale out. We're going to take another nice, slow, long inhale, and this time pulling that breath down into the pelvis. Nice, slow, long exhales out. Good. We're going to take another breath like this time pulling it down into our lower back and our tailbone. Nice, slow, long exhales out. Just allowing our bodies time to melt, to soften. Maintaining a relaxed but focused attention. So, should you find your mind wandering, bring it back to your inhales and your exhales. Stay here for a few more breaths. Bring our feet into our cobbler, reaching our arms over our head, allowing the arms to connect with the ground. Taking a nice, slow, long inhale in, bringing that breath into your hips. Nice, slow, long exhales out. Add a gentle pulse to our knees like the wings of a butterfly. To stillness, big breath in. Exhale our knees into our chest for a hug. Give a gentle rock from side to side. Coming into stillness, flowing into our happy baby. Trying to keep a long spine or keeping your spine connected with your mat. So just taking notice, sometimes our tailbone likes to curl up. Just trying to keep it connected. Releasing our feet, allowing them to connect down to our mat. The right ankle will come below the left knee as we come into our reclined pigeon, squaring our hips off at the ceiling. Breath in. Exhale, reaching those left toes up to the sky. And really pointing through those toes like a ballerina. And push through the heel. Point through the toes. And one more time through the heel. We'll make circles in one direction with our ankle. And in the other. Coming to stillness, we'll put a bend back into that left knee, crossing the right knee over the left, coming into our whale tail. Breath in. Exhale, releasing the feet, allowing the left foot to connect down to the mat, arms out into T position. Let's allow those legs to drop over to the left side of the mat. And allowing ourselves to melt into the twist. Inhale, legs to center. Exhale, release the right foot down to the mat. Left ankle below the right knee, coming into our reclined pigeon. And just trying to square those hips off with the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale the right toes up to the sky. And push through the heel. And point through the toes. And one more time through the heel. Circles in one direction with our ankle. And in the other. Right, coming to stillness, put a bend back into that right knee. Left knee crosses the right. So we come back into our whale tail. In. Exhale, release the right foot down to the floor, arms into T position. Let's drop those legs over to the right side of the mat. Again, just melting into the twist. Inhale, legs to center. Exhale, release the right foot to the mat. We're going to walk our heels up towards our bottom, bringing our arms back down to our sides, pushing our pelvis up to the ceiling, coming into our bridge pose. Hands can stay beside you, or you can connect your hands underneath your bottom. And try engaging your core, engaging your glutes. Releasing the hands nice and slow, coming down one vertebrae at a time, allowing our bottom to connect to the mat and bringing the knees into the chest. We'll give a gentle rock from side to side. Coming to stillness, let's come on over to our tummies. And we're going to reach that right hand up to the top left corner, left arm over to the top right corner. And just reaching through the fingers, keeping our gaze at the top of the mat. Slide the right hand out, and I'm going to reach the right arm over the left. Still trying to reach through those fingers. Arms come out into T position. We'll come down to the right side of the face, bend into the left knee, stepping the left leg over the right side, reaching through the left hand. In. Exhale back to center, coming over to the left side of the face, bend into the right knee. Let's step that right foot over the left side and reaching through the right fingers. Big breath in. Exhale to center, hands underneath the shoulders. We'll inhale up to our cobra. Exhale the breath out. Big breath in. Exhale to child's pose, torso on top of the knees. And then using the heels of your hands just to try and push your bottom a little closer to your heels. Big breath in. As we exhale, we'll push ourselves into easy pose. Sitting with our nice, long, tall spines, finding those sit bones, shoulders down, away from the ears. Good. Let's inhale our arms up. Exhale to heart center. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. And one more time. Inhale up. Exhale to heart center. Good. We're going to bring our right hand to our left knee. Left hand comes behind us, still keeping with that nice long spine. Big breath in. Exhale. Let's come into our twist, bringing our gaze over that left shoulder. Big breath in. Exhale, flow all the way over to the other side. Big breath in. Exhale to center. Good. So we're going to bring that left heel to the right cheek. Right leg comes over top. So coming into those pretzel legs, still trying to be nice and tall through the spine. Arms straight out in front of us. Right elbow into left as we come into those eagle arms. Big breath in. As we exhale, we'll release our hands down to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So we're trying to reach through those fingers. Good. Then we'll use those fingers to walk ourselves back to seated. We're going to switch our legs. So right heel to the left cheek, left leg on top for our pretzels, and then this time left elbow into right as we come back into those eagle arms. Keeping with a long spine. Big breath in. As we exhale, we'll release our hands down to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching through those fingers. And then using those fingers to walk ourselves back up to seated, we'll come over to our tabletop. Curling the toes under. Right. And shoulders stacked over top of wrists. Let's pull those belly buttons into our spine. We'll inhale to our cow. Exhale, cat. Really round out through those shoulders. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more flow through. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Coming back to our tabletop. Inhale, right fingers up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. We're going to reach those left fingers up towards the top of the mat. Take breath in. Exhale the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, right fingers up to the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching those right fingers up to the top of the mat. Big breath in. As we exhale, right hand underneath our shoulder. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, release. Good job. We'll push ourselves up into our downward facing dog, taking our dog for a walk. Just take it for a leisurely stroll, nice and slow, trying to connect our heels down to the mat. Coming to stillness, roll forward into plank. Stay here for a couple breaths. Lower down all the way down to the mat. Nice and slow. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale the breath out. Big breath in. Exhale to down dog. Good. Right leg, three-legged dog. Reaching through those right toes. You can stay here if you want. Come on over into your flip dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that right foot forward, inhaling up to our warrior two. Exhale the breath out. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, right forearm above the right knee, left arm over the left ear. Big breath in. Exhale to triangle. Low back to sky archer, curling the right toes off the mat. Good. Release into your reverse warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale one. Hands come behind our back as we fold forward into our humble warrior. Hands can stay on your back, or if you want more of a stretch, you can lift the hands off the back. Be mindful of your shoulders here. We'll release our hands to either side of the right foot. We're going to flow back into a right leg, three-legged dog, and release that right foot. Beautiful. Left leg, three-legged dog, reaching through those toes, getting nice and long. You can stay here. If you want to go further, we'll come on over into our flip dog. Good. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that left foot forward as we inhale up to our warrior two. Exhale the breath out. Left arm above the left knee, right arm over the right ear. Big breath in. Exhale to triangle. Low back to our sky archer, peeling the left toes off the mat. Release to reverse warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale one. Fold forward into our humble warrior. Again, you can keep the hands on the back or you can lift them up. Just be mindful of those shoulders. Release the hands to either side of the left foot. We're going to flow back into our left leg, three-legged dog. And release. Let's take the dog for a little walk. Good. Coming to stillness, we're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhale down. Looking between our thumbs, we're going to step our feet forward. And we're going to flow back into our chair pose. Sit the bottom back, tucking the tailbone under. Hands come to heart center. We'll bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Big breath in. Exhale, rotate to the other side. So the left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, back up to chair, reaching the arms for the sky. Exhale, left foot into tree. Hands come to heart center. As we release the left foot back down to the mat, we'll come back into our chair pose. Good transition, beautiful. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Big breath in. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, back up to chair. Exhale, right foot into tree. And release into mountain. Good job. Excuse me. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back into our down dog. And we're going to flow into our up dog or cobra. There's no rush. We're going to pause for a breath at the top. And into our downward facing dog. Looking between our thumbs, we'll hop or step forward, bringing our feet just past hip width apart, coming into our rag doll. And just take a few slow, long inhales and exhales here, just allowing the spine to lengthen. Releasing the elbows. We're going to start from the tailbone nice and slow. We're going to roll ourselves with arms heavy up to standing. When we get to the top, we'll roll those shoulders up to the ears, around and back. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Let's step back to our down dog. We're going to release our knees down to the mat, stepping the left foot forward. Inhale, arms up to the sky. We're going to connect those hands as we exhale into a back bend or into our crescent lunge. Big breath in. As we exhale, our right hand comes forward, left hand behind, almost into our warrior two, arms with a slight twist. Good. Inhale to warrior one, arms. Exhale, hands to either side of the left foot. Let's lift that right knee and inhale up to our low lunge. Exhale, get low in that right heel. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. Lower the right knee. Hands to either side of the left foot. Let's bring that left leg back. Good job. Step that right foot forward. Inhale, arms up to the sky as we exhale, connecting the hands, coming into our crescent lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back as we come into our warrior two, arms. Inhale, warrior one, arms. Exhale, hands to either side of the right foot. Let's lift that left knee up. We'll inhale up to our low lunge. Exhale, get low in that left heel. Beautiful. Hands to either side of the right foot. Let's step the left foot up to the right. We're going to bring our feet just past hip width apart as we sit down into our wide leg squat. And you can stay in stillness here, or if you want to add a little movement, if that feels good, you can do that as well. Few more breaths here. Just thinking about our prana going all the way into our tailbone. Nice and slow, we're going to come up into standing. We're going to come up onto our tippy toes and release down to your foot. Up to the tippy toes and down and up onto our tippy toes and down. Now we're going to bring our feet back underneath our hips and we'll come back up onto our toes and release. Up to our toes and release. Good. One more time. Up onto the toes and release. Good job. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Pause for a breath. Flow into our down dog. Left leg, three-legged dog. You can stay here or bring that left leg over for a flip dog. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that left foot forward as we inhale up to our high lunge. Exhale it out. Good. Let's flow into our warrior two and open up into our goddess. Big breath in. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale one. Exhale, right foot into tree. Hands to heart center. Release into mountain. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Flow all the way through to your up dog or cobra. Pause for a breath. Flow into your down dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. You can stay here. Come on over to your flip dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that right foot forward as we inhale up to our high lunge. Exhale it out. Rotate into our warrior two. Good. And flow into our goddess. Big breath in. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale one. Step up into your tree. And release into mountain. Good job. Let's just give the ankles a little bit of a roll out. You can even give your feet a little shake. Good. All right. Coming to stillness. Make sure that your feet are underneath your hips. We're going to take the left foot back, coming into our warrior one. Couple breaths here. Keeping our arms up to the sky, let's step up into our tree. Flow into your dancer. Release into tree, hands at heart center. And come into mountain. Beautiful work. Give that right foot a little shake or a little roll. And same thing on the other side. So rooting through the left foot, we're going to step that right foot back into our warrior one. Keeping our arms reaching for the sky, step up into our tree. And flow back to our dancer. Release to tree, hands at heart center. And come into mountain. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Let's take our dog for a little walk. Good. Coming to stillness, left leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that left foot forward for pigeon. Today, I want you to have a restorative pigeon. So whether you roll into your left cheek or right hip, just come down and find some softness into this pose. Connect with your prana or with your breath. And just trying to allow everything to melt. Connected with your breath. I'm going to take a few more breaths here. Taking some nice, slow, long inhales and exhales here. So visualizing that breath coming all the way down into the tips of your right toes. And then nice, slow, long exhales out. We'll bring our hands underneath our shoulders, pressing our torso up. Curl the right toes under, left leg, three-legged dog. Release that left foot. Right leg, three-legged dog, and bring that right leg forward for pigeon. So again, coming into pigeon as a restorative pose. Whatever you like. So whether you're into your left hip or your right cheek. Keeping that connection with our breath. Staying connected with your prana. Stay here for a few more breaths. Again, taking those breaths, bringing them this time down into the tips of your left toes. Just nice, slow, long inhales and exhales here. Put our hands underneath our shoulders. We're going to roll into our right cheek. We'll come into our easy pose. Taking a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Good. We're going to take one of our blocks and we're going to use it for underneath our bottom. So I'm going to actually face sideways. We're going to bring our hands behind us. I tend to point my fingers to the top of the mat, but you can also point them towards you, just whatever feels good. We're going to lift our legs off the mat and we're going to reach to toe tap and up. Bring it out and up. Going at our own pace. Let's bring those knees into the chest. Good. Now this time we're going to toe tap to the side. So side and up. Side. So just alternating sides. Again, at your own pace. Doesn't need to be a race. Whatever feels right. As much as we say that while we're doing core. Good. We're going to do one more each side. Good. And we'll allow our feet to come down to the mat. We'll remove the block. Right. We're going to come down to our backs, but we're going to get ourselves set up for Lord of Fish pose. Sorry, my mind completely gapped there for a minute. So top block, mid height, is going to be what supports your head. Lower block, lowest height, that's going to go between your shoulder blades. Good. And we're going to open up our arms into T position, allowing our palms to face the sky. Take a few slow, long inhales and exhales here, allowing the blocks to support you, allowing the shoulders to open. You can decide if you want to keep your knees bent here, or you can come into easy pose legs, cobbler, or you can lengthen out your legs. Whatever feels best for you today. Stay here for a few more breaths. Your legs are already in easy pose. Just bring them into cross-legged or easy pose. Nice and slow, we're going to push ourselves back up into seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Use our hands to bring us back to seated. I want you to get whatever you need for Shavasana. So whether it's blankets, bolsters, eye pillows, sweaters. Once you have everything you need, getting yourself set up and comfortable. I'm going to do a little mini meditation with you while we go into Shavasana. So I'll give you a moment or two to get yourselves set up. Once you have yourself comfortable, we're going to close our eyes. Just allowing everything to soften or to melt. I want you to tune in with your breath, noticing the ebb and flow of our inhales and exhales. Noticing how our breath flows like the tides of the ocean. And now actually visualizing that you're at the water's edge, whether it's an ocean or a lake. Just watching and noticing the tide rhythmically flowing back and forth. Tuning into the sound of the water, making its way through the sand, the shells. Feeling some sunshine on your face. Noticing a gentle breeze. And staying here in this space as we come into Shavasana, feeling warm, comforted, and relaxed. Only bringing your awareness back to your breath. Noticing your inhales and your exhales. Bringing gentle movements to your fingers and your toes. Bringing your awareness to your heart center. And thinking about something that brings you joy and happiness. Allow that happiness to fill your heart center, allowing it to grow and expand, reaching all the way down to the tips of your toes, to your fingertips, all the way up to the crown of your head. Allow that happiness to cross your face with a smile to your lips. Allow that feeling to grow or to radiate. You can visualize that happiness reaching the far corners of the room and expanding beyond. Visualize yourself as a shiny, happy star, bright and radiant. Let's take a nice, slow, long inhale in. Exhale it out. And nice and slow, when we're ready, we're going to come over to our right side. A few more breaths here. Take a nice, slow, gentle, belly-filling breath in. Exhale it out. And when you're ready, we're going to push ourselves up into seated. And we'll bring our hands to heart center, giving ourselves thanks for making time for ourselves in our practice today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.